Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to start the fifth unit of Business Studies, class 11th, which is Emerging Modes of Business. So, in this unit, we will discuss about e-business. What is e-business, and what are the concepts of e-business? What are the scopes and the benefits of e-business? Then we will study about the resources required for successful e-business implementation. We will also study about security and safety of e-transactions and we will study about KPO. So now let us start the e-business concept. E-business, where E stands for electronic business, it means conducting industry, trade, or any other business using the computer network. It simply means that you conduct your business, your trade, using computers network. It offers the convenience of 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year business. It means that it does not depends upon the physical environment. It does not depend upon anything else, because you can do it anytime, anywhere. E-business presents the firms with a promising opportunity for anything, anywhere, and anytime to its customers, thereby dismantling the time and space location constraints on its performance. Now, here we can see e-business and e-commerce should not be interchangeably used. The difference between the two can be understood as follows. Here what we are seeing, that e-business is a separate term, which means doing a business using a computer network, and e-commerce is a different term. So now let us see what is the difference between e-business and e-commerce. So if you see e-business means conducting industry, trade and business using computer networks. And e-commerce is simply buying and selling of products and services over the internet. In e-business, it includes not only the commerce, but it also includes other electronically conducted business functions such as production, inventory management, product development, accounting, and finance and human resource management. While in e-commerce, it covers firms' interaction with its customers and suppliers over the internet. Now let us see what are the scopes of e-business. It can be understood by the viewpoint of the parties involved in making transactions. So the scopes are very important for you. You will be seeing these scopes in your higher studies also. So let us start with first scope, which is B2B commerce. Here B stands for business. So in B2B commerce, it is that business activity in which two firms or two business units makes electronic transactions. It means that in this type of B2B commerce, only two businesses are associated. The transactions takes place between the two business. For example, one can be producer and other can be a supplier. Now let us come to the second point, which is B2C commerce. It stands for business to customer commerce. Now business to customer, in this, one party is a firm and other party is a customer. On one hand, a customer can seek information through internet about products, place orders, get some items and make payments. And on the other hand, the firm can make a survey anytime to know who is buying and who can also know the satisfaction level of the customers. In modern times, call centers can provide these informations. Now the third point is intra B-commerce with business commerce. Under it, the parties involved in electronic transactions are the two departments of the same business. For example, through internet it is possible for the marketing departments to interact constantly with the production department and get the customized goods made as per the requirement of customers. Now let us see the fourth point, which is C2C, which stands for customer to customer. Customer to customer commerce, under it both the parties involved in electronic transactions are customers, right? The example is, you can take the example of OLX, where customers only sells their car to another customer. No such any company or any business traders are there in C2C. Now we come to the fifth point, which is C2B. C2B commerce provides the consumers with the freedom of shopping at will. Customers can make use of all call centers to make toll-free calls, to make queries and lodge complaints. The last one is B2 e-commerce. Companies reporting to personal recruitment, interview and selection and training etc. via B2 e-commerce. Now, let us see the benefits of e-business. The major benefits of e-business we can study as follows. The first one is worldwide reach. As you know that for e-business you are using computer network, so obviously it's a worldwide reach for the business firms. Here, internet gives businessmen an extended market. New customers can come in contact with them. This results in increase in sales. The second point is elimination of middlemen. Ever since the e-business came into existence, the wholesalers and the retailers have started disappearing. Now, most of the products have started having direct contact with the customers. As a result, the consumer gets goods on less price. The third point is easy distribution process. Many types of information and services be received on computer through e-business. This has simplified the system of distribution and also had made it less costly. The fourth one is lower investment required. In this, you don't need a much requirement because see, we don't require any showroom for that. We do not require any huge capital investment for this. You need only one computer and an internet connection. The fifth point is easy to launch new products. Any company can launch its new products in the market through the medium of e-business. A complete information about the product is made available on the internet. In this way, the consumer can and other businessmen get information about the new product while sitting at home. And the last point is movement towards a paperless society. Of course, we are using an internet facility, so we are not using paper and we are saving our environment. Now let us see the resources required for successful e-business implementation. See, basically, if we are doing a e-business, it is very clear now that we require a computer system, we require an internet connection, and we require preparing the web pages. And also another requirement will be telecommunication system. So let us see computer system. The presence of computer system is the first most requirement of e-business. Computers can be linked with internet by just pressing its keys. Internet connection is very essential to connect with the whole of the world. Preparing the web pages, you have to create a web page so that the customers can check your products and select the product and pay for them, and you can do business transactions. And the last point is effective telecommunication system. E-business requires an effective telecommunication system in the form of telephone lines. Now let us see the stages involved in online transactions. See students, whenever you are doing an online transaction, there are particular stages which you have to go through. So now today we are going to study these stages. The first stage is a stage of registration. Before online shopping, the customer has to select the desired vendor from the advertisement and has to fill registration form with the online vendor to have an account. Along with the other details, or he or she has to fill the password, which is protection to the account, otherwise anyone can log in using his or her name. So, for example, we can consider the case of Amazon. In Amazon, whenever you want to buy any product, if you are a first time user, then what you must have gone to the Amazon site, created your account, created a password, and then you have selected the product and buyed it. So this is the same process of registration. Now let us come to the second point, which is a placing an order. After registering yourself, you have to place an order. You can view the products, you can view its detail, and then you can place the order accordingly. The third is payment mechanism. Now if you have selected a product and now you want to buy it, so for that you have to select a particular mechanism of payment. There are the different payment mechanism, like COD is there, which is cash on delivery. Whenever the product is delivered at your home, you pay the concerned person the amount and you get your material. The second one is check. You can also draw the check in the favor of the company or the vendor, and upon the realization, the delivery of goods may be made. The third is net banking. You can also transfer the amount to the vendor's account directly and you can buy the product. And the fourth one is credit card or debit card. You can use your credit cards and debit cards for transaction purpose. Now let us see the security and safety of e-transaction. So here we will discuss two topics. So first, let us discuss what is e-business risk. The first is transaction risk. So under transaction risk, the first point is default on order taking and giving. Sometimes it happens that seller denies that the customer has placed the order, or the customer denies that he had placed the order. So this is the default on order taking. This is also a transaction risk. Then second is default on delivery. Sometimes the delivery is done on the wrong address, or the delivery does not take place on the goods are delivered in the wrong address, or some wrong goods are delivered. The third one is default on payments. The seller does not get the payment, whereas the customer claims that the payment was made. Yeah, I think many of you must have faced this problem, that the amount has been deducted from your account, and you are not getting a receipt of verification that that they have received the amount, that the vendor has received the amount. This is a common problem. Now let us see the second point, which is data storage and transmission risk. See, in this there are 2 points: virus and hacking. So virus enters into a computer system through emails or disk drives or websites. It may destroy the information stored on the computer. It can cause heavy loss. Now the second is hacking. Hacking means unauthorized person entering into the website. He is taking the information and using that information for his personal benefit. Now let us see the third point, which is risk of threat to intellectual property and privacy. So here we will discuss 3 points. The first is the information available over the internet may be copied by online vendors who start sending the customer's promotional message into his email box. What hackers used to do, they used to get the information from the website, और similarly वो एक website अपना वहाँ से data content उठा के आपको वैसी email promotional messages भेजने लगते हैं. So that is an intellectual property and privacy threat. The second is the hackers may pretend to be a customer themselves. They may make use of stolen credit cards or real customers. They can use the customers' credit cards and debit cards also, which are stolen. Online mentor himself may not protect the confidential information about customers. The spelling is wrong here. It is online vendor. So these are the three risks associated with the online transaction. Number one is transaction risk, number two is data storage and transmission risk, and third is the risk of threat to intellectual property and privacy. Now let us see the methods can be used to ensure security and safety of online transaction. The first is confirming the details before the delivery. The customer is required to furnish the details such as credit card number, card issuer, and the card validity online. So first of all, whenever you are making the transactions, so make sure that your data has been entered correctly. The second one is antivirus program. You can use antivirus program to avoid any frauds, any problems against virus attacks, against any hackers attack. The third is cyber crime cells. The government has set up the special crime cells to look into the cases of hacking and take necessary actions against the hackers. Now let us come to the KPO, which is a knowledge process outsourcing. So there is also a term in your book which is BPO, that stands for business process outsourcing. Actually it has been deleted from your syllabus this time, but I'll be covering that with you. A small brief I'll give you. So let us start KPO. KPO refers to obtaining high-end knowledge from outside the organization in order to run the business successfully and in cost-effective manner. Unlike conventional BPO, where the focus is on process expertise, in KPO the focus is on knowledge expertise. See, in BPO what happens, BPO I'm talking about BPO. BPO में कोई एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फर्म जिसका काम बहुत बड़ा हो जाता है, सडनली इट ग्रोज टू अ ह्यूज लेवल, देन इट हैज़ नो टाइम टू डू सर्टेन वर्क्स, तो वो क्या करते हैं कि किसी और कंपनी को हायर कर लेते हैं और उनसे कहते हैं कि जी हमारा ये आप काम कर दीजिए. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं रिलायंस की बात करूँ, रिलायंस ने अपने एक किसी और फर्म को हायर करा कि आप हमारे लिए एक एडवर्टीजमेंट कर दीजिए. सो दैट इज़ अ BPO. Similarly, in KPO, what happens? KPO में a company hires another company to obtain high-end knowledge वो वहाँ से acquire करने की कोशिश करते हैं from the outside organizations. So अभी further आप देखेंगे, एक थोड़ा सा आपको और clear हो जाएगा what is a KPO. In today's competitive environment, focus is to concentrate on core specialization areas and outsource the rest of the activities, right? तो अभी क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा कंपटीशन हो गया है, सो व्हाट कंपनीज आर डूइंग, दे आर फोकसिंग ऑन द कोर एरियाज ओनली, और जो एक्स्ट्रा चीज़ें होती हैं उसके लिए वो लोगों को आउटसोर्स करते हैं. Many companies have come to realize that by outsourcing the non-case activities, not only costs are minimized and efficiency improved, but the total business improves because the focus shifts to the key growth areas of business. It means that whenever you are outsourcing a things, you get a sufficient time to focus upon your important things, right? So in that way, you can focus on the important things and your company can grow. So let us see the features of KPO. It is the upward shift of BPO. It focuses on knowledge expertise instead of process expertise. It provides all non-case activities. It has no predetermined process to reach a conclusion, and it offers an alternative career path for the educated. Now, the scopes of KPO you can see. These, what are the scopes? These are research and technical analysis, business and technical analysis, business and market research, and animation and design. So these are the few scopes of KPO which you can go through. And now let us come to the next topic, which is smart card and ATM. The smart card typically is a chip board or is a plastic card that contains an embedded computer chip, either a memory or a microprocessor type that stores a transacts data. बेसिकली आप ऐसे समझ सकते हो स्मार्ट कार्ड को कि एक चिप होती है जो आपके कार्ड में लगी होती है, ताकि आप उसमें ट्रांजेक्शन्स कर सको, डेटा एक्सेस कर सको, बहुत सारी चीज़ें उस चिप के थ्रू होती हैं. दैट इज़ अ माइक्रो चिप. व्हाट इज द एप्लीकेशन एंड यूटिलिटी? इसमें जैसे स्मार्ट कार्ड होते हैं आपके, सिम जो होते हैं, सिम मोबाइल सिम, तो सिम कार्ड्स एंड टेलीकम्युनिकेशन, उसमें आपका स्मार्ट कार्ड यूज़ होता है. लॉयल्टी एंड स्टोर्ड वैल्यूज़ में होता है. सिक्योरिंग डिजिटल कंटेंट एंड फिजिकल एसेट्स, ई कॉमर्स में स्मार्ट कार्ड्स यूज़ होते हैं. और आपका जो वीज़ा और मास्टर कार्ड्स आप लोग जो ATM डेबिट कार्ड यूज़ करते हैं उसमें होता है. हेल्थ केयर इन्फॉर्मेशन में भी यूज़ स्मार्ट कार्ड. सो दीज आर द लेटेस्ट ट्रेंड्स इन द मार्केट विच आर यूज्ड फॉर मेकिंग थिंग्स ईजी टू द पीपल, और लोग इसका यूज़ कर रहे हैं एंड दे आर गेटिंग बेनिफिट आउट ऑफ इट. The next point is automatic teller machine, ATM. ATM is a service terminal that provides the customer of banks the facility of withdrawing cash, making deposit, transferring funds, obtaining the bank statements, etc. It provides 24/7 service to the customers. The customers can withdraw cash during any time of the day or night. ATM से आप लोग सब वाकिफ हैं. What is ATM? ATM मशीन होती है जहाँ पे आप लोग कैश विड्रॉ कर सकते हो, जहाँ पे आप अमाउंट डिपॉजिट भी कर सकते हो. अब तो ये फैसिलिटी भी आ गई है, और आप अपना बैंक स्टेटमेंट निकाल सकते हो ईजिली. तो ATM सर्विस इज अवेलेबल 24/7 फॉर द कस्टमर्स. एंड ये नाउ डेज ATM सर्विस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट other than internet banking. So this is it. So today we have studied about the unit 5 of business studies. I hope this is clear to you all, and if you have any doubt you can give me a call, and next time I'll be sharing some assignments regarding this unit. Thank you.